Okay, welcome to a new episode of Nate's MMA Corner. I'm Nate, and if you watch my show, you're in my corner. Today's episode is a pre-fight show for UFC 254. Khabib Nurmagomedov, the UFC lightweight champ, versus Justin the highlight reel Gaethje, the UFC interim lightweight champ. And so champion versus champion, title for title. I'm very excited about this card, 6-fight main card. So this is a pre-fight show of the main card with predictions, as always. So I'll get right to it. To kick off the main card, we have, give me one second here, we have Magomed Ankalaev versus Ion Kudalabra. And this is Laba. And this is a rematch because the first fight had what many felt was a bogus ref call. It was stopped too early. And I think Ion could have won that match had it not had the early stoppage. So I'm going to go with Ion Kudalabra on this one. I'm going to say first round knockout on this one. I think he can get it done. This is going to be an exciting fight. Sparks are going to fly. Both wanted this rematch. Excuse me. Then women's flyweight bout with Lauren Murphy versus Lilia Shakirova, and Shakirova has a great record. This is her big moment in the UFC, going up against a tough, durable veteran Lauren Murphy, who was Invicta champ. And I'm going to go with Lauren Murphy on here, even though this is a late replacement fight for Lauren Murphy. I think Lauren Murphy can get it done here. I think she's going to win by decision. I think this is going to be pretty much stand up. Maybe goes to the ground, but I could see Lauren Murphy maybe going for takedowns late in the fight. But for the most part, keeping it stand up and working her boxing and her kickboxing. So I got her winning by unanimous decision. Then in the middleweight division, we have Jacob Mulcoon versus Phil Hawes. This is an easy one for me. I'm going to Phil Hawes. I think the guy's the real deal. I mean, this guy's fought in Bellator. This guy is a great wrestler, I believe out of Iowa, and I think he just has more experience going into this fight than Jacob, and so I think he gets it done here. And I'll say he wins by unanimous decision. I think 30-27, gets takedowns, out-wrestles him, out-points him on strikes, unanimous decision. Then in the heavyweight division, we have Alexander Volkov versus Walt Harris. This one was a tough one, but after thinking about it, I got to go with Alexander Volkov. I think he uses that reach. Yes, he can be taken down. Walt Harris has the wrestling pedigree to take him down, but I think that Volkov wants to use his reach and knock him out and get that big win. And he's been close to a title fight before, so has Walt Harris. But I think Alexander Volkov gets this one done. Then in the co-main event, so I'll say Volkov by knockout in the second round. Then in the middleweight division, we have former UFC middleweight champ Robert Whittaker versus Jared Cannonier. This one went back and forth, but I got to go with Robert Whittaker because he has a championship experience. He can go 5 rounds, and this is a 3-rounder, so this can be a cakewalk for him. Jared Cannonier has knockout power, but Robert Whittaker has good, solid boxing to avoid the heavy shots and mix things up and wear out Jared Cannonier where applicable and mix things up, maybe take him down, maybe get some ground and pound in there. And I could see Robert Whittaker squeaking out a decision win here. So I got Robert Whittaker by 29-28 unanimous decision. I could see Jared Cannonier maybe winning a round, winning say the first round, and then Whittaker re-strategizing, getting rounds 2 and 3 maybe. Then in the main event, we have champion versus champion, title for title, for the UFC undisputed lightweight championship of the world. We got Khabib Nurmagomedov, the UFC lightweight champ, defending against the UFC interim lightweight champ Justin the highlight reel Gaethje. And People have been asking me about this, and I say you got to watch my show. And this is a no-brainer for me. Justin Gaethje gets it done. I'll say third or fourth round knockout. I'll say fourth round knockout just to be on the safe side, but yeah, he gets a finish here. He finishes Khabib and just demolishes him and smokes him, and I think it's possible he makes it look. I can see it going kind of close in the first round, and then as each round progresses, it starts to work in Justin's favor, and that gas tank of Khabib just wears out, and his chin wears out, and eventually he gets gassed out and worn out and beat up, and he gets knocked out in the fourth round. Yeah, this is going to be just the only way I think Khabib has a chance of winning this fight. If it goes to the judges' scorecards and the judges give a bogus decision win for Khabib, other than that, I don't see any possible scenario where Khabib wins this fight, because Justin is just too good. He's a UFC champion, who is a World Series of Fighting champion. He has killer wrestling pedigree. That's why I'm picking him to win this fight. He has killer wrestling pedigree. He has championship experience, 5-round championship experience. He's learned from his losses. Trevor Whitman, his coach, his striking coach, has coached many UFC champs in the past. So he has the right coaches. And then Justin, if he can outbox Tony Ferguson, I can see him outboxing Khabib. And I think Khabib would have beat Tony Ferguson had Tony Ferguson been in this spot. But that now that Justin Gaethje's here, I think Justin Gaethje's the one who finishes Khabib. And yeah, that's going to be a wrap. I could see a rematch maybe, and then this rematch being like one of the biggest fights in UFC history. And yeah, that I just see this fight really going down in history as a big moment. So there you have it. Stay tuned as always for my post-fight show, and until then, see ya.